Hello everyone, it's your favorite Uncle Bob back to that video, and today we're going to be looking at the Transformers Timelines Hearts of Steel Megatron. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which the video, what else you'd like to see in a video. So into the video himself, here we have Megatron in his cannon mode, basically Galvatron, and it looks really good, you know. Get the nice big spiky tires, or wheels or whatever. So yeah, let's take a quick look at all the details. So focus, thank you. Get the nice kind of telescoping barrel look with a little bit of either gold or yellow. It's kind of, probably could have used maybe one more coat, especially on the ring around here. Get the nice spikes picked out in some silver. So get a nice red right there, but that's mostly for his robot mode. We do get some nice detailing on the sides of the legs. Not too much in the way of paint on this guy, at least for his vehicle mode. Oh yeah, and the rims are picked out in some silver as well. But what is there is nice. And he does roll surprisingly good. I was honestly expecting the spikes to prevent him from rolling as good as, say, Sideswipe, G2 Sideswipe, or even Hearts of Steel Prime. But yeah, they did a really good job at getting that ratio right. So now, as far as accessories, technically the only accessory he gets is his cannon. So other than that, that's what you see is what you get. So now, a cool thing you can do is you can flip these forward and act as a shield, because according to the official, I believe, artwork, these are slated as shields. So he can do something like this. So. But we're going to swing those back. You do get some nice little miniguns right there. So, yeah. Now, as far as size comparisons go, here we have a G2 Sideswipe. So you can see it's a pretty decent sized cannon. So, yeah. So, overall, the cannon mode is really good. I'm kind of curious what it will look like with maybe a Galvatron head and in Galvatron colors. So, but let's get down to transformation. So first things first, remove the cannon, set it off to the side. Next, come to the legs and untab them from the, will be his butt, and then swing them forward, or down, sorry. Bring down his feet, rotate at the waist, split them, and there's the lower body. So we're going to raise on up. So next, you want to come to the arms. On this side, simply just untab that section, bring down the arm itself, rotate at the bicep, flip in that little cannon, and then you want to flip out the hand all the way, flip this panel over, then tab in the hand, and there's one side. This side is just a little bit differently because you got this piece right here to untap, but then everything else is exactly the same. So get this rotated around. Now, I guess if you really wanted to, you could leave that little piece out and get this tabbed in, kinda. Nope, you can't tab it in. I, for some reason, thought you could, but just go ahead and flip that piece in, flip out the hand, flip this over, get that tabbed in, and then just tab that in onto the forearm. And we are almost done. Come back here, flip down that panel, flip around the head, and just flip it back up. And we still got to attach his cannon. And there we go. There we have Megatron all in his robot mode. It looks, decent enough. Definitely could have been bulkier. At least it's a nice clean transformation though. But yeah, definitely could have been bulkier, especially in the waist. Torso, definitely bulkier. The legs are just fine. In my opinion, the legs are fine. And yeah. So let's take a quick look at that face sculpt, assuming that these pieces won't throw it off. And it looks like good old Buckethead. So get the nice silver for the face, red for the eyes. So yeah, you even get the spike motif coming down onto the chest. Get the nice belly details. I wish it was picked out in some paint. So, and get a little bit of gunmetal gray right there, and at the knee itself as well. Overall, they did a really good job on this one. A simple but yet fun transformation, effective in both modes. Now, as far as articulation, the head can do a full 360, can look up a little bit, down a little bit, you get a little bit of side to side. Shoulders do a full 360, they move out only that far. The wheels are on separate hinges, obviously. Bicep rotation, double jointed elbow for the full range. Nothing at the wrist, unfortunately. You do get a waist joint. Legs move forward that far, back that far. Get this out of the way. Can do the full split and then some. You get a thigh rotation, which is weirdly clicky on mine. I'm wondering there's a little, nope, that's mold detail. So I'm just wondering if there's a little bit of mold flash in there. But you do get a 180 knee bend just about. And the feet can move down a good ways, can't really move up. And you get a very, very slight ankle tilt, like 5 degrees at best. So overall, not too bad in the way of posability. Would I like to see a little bit more out of the ankle tilts, seeing that there is really should be nothing blocking them, but too much. So yeah, overall, not too shabby. Get these back down. Now, for a real quick size comparison. Here we have a G2 size wipe, so you can see Megatron does get pretty tall. So there is that, or taller. So, and then here we have him next to his ever loyal servant Starscream. So there's that. And here we have him next to the rest of the cast. So here we have him next to Prime. And here we have Little B. So overall, they did a really good job on, these 4 set of characters. Are they perfect? No. Name one figure that is absolutely 11 out of 10 perfect. You can't. Not even a 10 out of 10 figure. Every figure has just a little quirk that you're like, oh, I wish I did this differently, but overall, still a great figure. So, get that set up to the side. Hopefully this, Hearts of Steel sold well enough for them to consider, updating, or not updating, but like upsizing Megatron, bulking him out. So same thing with Prime and really the entire cast so far. They did a fantastic job. Megatron's transformation is smooth, fluid, just very enjoyable to flip back and forth. Especially with the rolling wheels, like I expected these to basically suck, and these roll phenomenally, even on this surface. All right, so before I was so rudely interrupted, basically TLDR of what I was saying is, the Hearts of Steel line, fantastic, few quirks and everything, but overall, really solid line. I hope it sold well enough to consider giving us more. But I think that is about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more video reviews.